How everybody doing? Martian Man TV, breaking news, as everybody know. Sean Diddy homes has been raided and evaded. Miami, Los Angeles, New York, wherever. To the point, at this point, allegedly Diddy then took a private jet to a private island. To anybody just stumbling across my channel, subscribe, like this. I'm going to keep hitting y'all with exclusive bangers every time, updating y'all on what's going on in the world of entertainment, in the community, and state to state, worldwide. So, no further ado, I'm finna show y'all the live news coverage of Diddy's situation. Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy Combs, Brother Love, Justin Combs, his other son, all this as of lately, in case y'all don't know, they've been on Diddy heels as far as the lawsuits. So he settled real fast with Cassie, and it started a fire and a hunt. So I'm just gonna show y'all the footage, and we'll come back and get into it.
Searches at properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. They also say that this investigation has been ongoing now for several months. They add, our sources, that an arrest does not appear to be imminent at this time, but what you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area, so you can see a tremendous amount of law enforcement present there all around that home. So this search just began here. There's also, as we understand, another search being conducted on the other side of the country in Miami, because we are hearing from Homeland Security that there are investigations going on using the assistance of HSI Los Angeles and HSI Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. We do understand that they will provide us with updates as possible, but this goes into multiple allegations against Sean Diddy Combs over the years. There have been several civil suits against him as well, including human trafficking, all of which he has denied as this has been ongoing. But again, clearly an escalation that we are seeing play out live right now in Los Angeles. I want to bring in our ABC News contributor and trial attorney, Brian Buckmeyer, who I know, Brian, you have been following this case for many months, and you bring it up to me all the time. And now I wouldn't call this the culmination. In fact, probably this is just the beginning, right? So what do you make of the fact that they've decided to carry out these two searches simultaneously and on other sides of the country here?
So, Kayla, you're right. I've been talking to us about this for too long. But what does it get you? What does a person need to have the ability to search a home? Probable cause. So what I'm doing is I'm looking backwards. How could a judge grant the ability to search these two homes, and why would you do it simultaneously? Probable cause being the belief, or at least having the quantity of information that a crime either did happen, is happening, or is going to happen. That's how law enforcement must have to prove to a judge or a court why they have the opportunity or the legal ability to search someone's home. Now, why would you do it in conjunction from one property and another at the same time? Law enforcement typically does this because they are worried that information or property or evidence may be hidden away or destroyed while you're searching one property. And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have that a crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations of sex trafficking. So perhaps that is a crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
Probable cause. And so, Brian, as you look at this and you watch this, and we'll shout if we see any more movement on these screens, but it is important to note, right, that this is all being run out of the Southern District of New York here. So there is a tremendous amount of coordination happening within law enforcement at the highest levels.
Absolutely. And the reason why I believe it's being coordinated out of the SDNY, or the Southern District of New York, which encompasses, for the most part, Manhattan, is a lot of the civil allegations stem from there, whether it be Cassie or the other 4 allegations or civil lawsuits that stem from it afterwards. And so what it appears to be, at least if you're thinking this is connected to the civil lawsuits, are that the SDNY is coordinating with the other agencies in Miami as well as Los Angeles to search the properties of Sean Combs to see if there's any evidence of that. Now, I can't think of anything off the top of my head what would be evidence of sex trafficking, predominantly something that might stick out as to something to corroborate what we've heard in these civil allegations. But if they find it, it could lead to further investigations. At this point, we're hearing that there's no potential arrest, but it doesn't mean there wouldn't be one in the future based on either more information collected or if they're finding whatever it is that they're hoping to find in these 2 locations.
And Brian, we do want to mention that we were initially told what we were showing our viewers here is a home in Los Angeles, California, near Beverly Hills. That is not the case. What you're seeing on your video on your screen is in fact Miami, and then they are also searching a home simultaneously in Los Angeles in the Beverly Hills area at the exact same time. And to Brian's point here, law enforcement does that often in an effort to make sure that these searches can be conducted without sort of tipping off anyone else that might be involved, which doesn't give anyone any time to do anything questionable with evidence. So you're getting a larger shot there. You can see now just how close that home is to the water as our affiliate helicopter is flying over this home again in Miami as it is being searched. I want to now bring in our ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. Brian Buckmeyer, don't go anywhere because I have several more questions for you as well. But Brad, as you're watching this, first of all, can you explain to us, Brad, what that vehicle is that we're seeing right there, that big white truck?
Well, I can't see, I don't have a screen up to see it, but if it looks like a cargo truck or looks like any sort of truck that you could put evidence into. So since we don't know kind of what they're looking for, I can give you a list of what I think they're looking for, is that you have to have a crime scene search vehicle to go in with the various things you need to do to search. So my guess is it's that, because my sense was they weren't going there to arrest anybody. This was to do a search. And so they took everyone probably from the evidence response teams of maybe the FBI and DHS to do this search.
Yeah, so a large vehicle to collect evidence. It does also look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air as well. We're also seeing local news in the area, and you're seeing law enforcement, Brad, sort of walking down a very long driveway to enter the home, and you're not seeing, it's not a chaotic scene at all. Definitely not. And you're right. Our sources are saying that an arrest at this point is not imminent.
Right. So, quickly, why were they able to go in there? To Brian's point, how did they convince a judge to go in there? You have to have a link directly to these 2 houses. In other words, do they have video of some of these acts that are being alleged in either location or both locations? Are there witnesses? People that have come forward? Of course people have come forward. Can they put acts in these houses? Maybe they were there firsthand. Is there CCTV that can be seized? Does he actually have video that he collected while these acts were going on? It's not uncommon in these types of cases. So it's all about what happened in those houses that law enforcement convinced a judge that there may be elements of the crime inside these houses.
All right, thank you so much for that analysis. I also hope we can get some video up of the raid that's happening in Los Angeles as well so that we can learn a little bit more. But in the meantime, you're seeing, again, more video of P. Diddy there. But again, we are talking right now about a simultaneous search of 2 of his properties, one happening in Miami, the other one happening in Los Angeles. And we just have some new reporting. We're told here by our ABC's Aaron Katursky that the women who have made public accusations against Diddy are welcoming Monday's law law enforcement activity, we're told. In fact, there is a statement from one of their lawyers where they're saying we will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those who have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for what they call his depraved conduct. And so I want to bring back in here Brian Buckmeyer. And Brian, it was the first thing we talked about, right? That this is not the culmination of this. This potentially could be the very beginning. So Brian, what do you make of, first of all, that the lawyers are jumping right out to talk about this immediately, not wasting any time to draw attention to it?
Well, this is beneficial not only for their clients, but also for their cases. If we look to the last alleged victim, Rodney Jones Jr., who came out with allegations that seem to be very similar to Cassie, as well as the other three women who brought allegations, he said that Sean Combs has cameras throughout his home that records a lot of these events. In his complaint, that being Jones Jr.'s, he had snapshots of video that he had taken himself. And so to Brad's point, I think part of this, if the SDNY and the federal government is looking into this from the lens of these civil allegations, is to see how much of it is true. And if any of this is true, could criminal charges be levied against Sean Combs? Now, some of these civil allegations came up because of a look-back window for civil allegations to be brought through New York's Adult Survivor Act, but some of these charges, like sex trafficking, have no statute of limitations, and they have severe penalties under the law. And so law enforcement will be looking at this and saying, if these are true, and there are videos, and there are cameras, or that these allegations can be corroborated through what we find in Sean Combs' home, then they will move to the next step, which would potentially be evidence collecting or arresting someone.
And Brian, if you can, just quickly, while we only have a few more moments here, help our audience understand how far back they're looking. I mean, some of these allegations stem some 30 years ago, right? And they, in some ways, coincide with the uprising of his career.
Yes, a lot of these allegations, just from the lawsuits, I think stem back from 93 or 94 and go all the way up into the production of his latest album in 2023 and 2024. And so we're talking about a long span of time, but even just outside of those lawsuits as well, there has always been these kind of whispers or rumors in the background as to Sean Combs' involvement to various activities. If you're talking about Cassie's allegation of him being part of Kid Cudi's vehicle being exploded, or other allegations of assault or shooting or sexual harassment from Rodney Jones Jr. and the other four alleged victims. This is a long investigation. I think this is only the beginning, because there's a lot to have to corroborate from the people who have come forward, and also potential of people who we haven't seen come forward to see what evidence they have and to see whether or not it's true, rumor, or something in between.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer and Brad Garrett, thank you so much.
Lawsuits as well.
Okay, y'all, we gonna stop it right there. That's enough. Like, that's why I show y'all the live footage, the news coverage directly, so they help our analysis, that bring authenticity to my videos and my content and the substance. So this is why I give y'all the exclusive footage, and to validate me. Nobody could leave no comments in the comment section saying this is capping, or I'm lying, or this ain't true, or where you get your information from. I just showed you, and that's how I rock, and that's how I'm gonna keep rocking. Anybody who just stumbled upon my channel as of now, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. While you at it, hit the like button. Let's get these likes up. Don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. And you won't even get no arthritis in your finger from hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. You know, make it happen. I be all about extending my reach, the family, the squad, the gang, the whole nine. Followers, subscribers, the whole nine. So, we gonna be united as far as this Martian Man TV being a place of truth, or, you know, somewhere where everybody could come and peace and solace and truth. So, man, let's get into what we done heard. Rodney Jones Jr., that's the guy who got the latest charges. He the guy, y'all, in my opinion, is the reason why the feds went to how they attacked Diddy homes the way that they did. If anybody don't know their history, the FBI usually come like arrayed drug dealers traps or houses, or the dope houses back in the days. They would come at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. The old head Ice-T got a song, I think it's called 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, where he specifically talk about in LA how they would come to the dope dealers' cribs at that time of morning. You know, when you laid up in the bed at your most vulnerablest, sleep. They did the Panthers the same way. If y'all want to do y'all history a little bit about how the government work, when they came and sweated or attacked Fred Hampton, they came 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. They try to come at your vulnerablest in the middle of the night when you sleep, where you basically, your defenses is down. And, you know, that's how they usually be coming. So by puffy demographics being in Miami and LA and New York, the Hamptons and all that, they came on water. The feds, the FBI, the SWAT team, whatever you want to call it, came on boats. I believe in the LA situation and Miami. Wherever his situations were, his homes was by water. That's how they came. And they weren't playing. When they came in LA, that's the footage they got where you see Justin and I forget Diddy other son, the one that got the video with Kodak Black, Won't Stop, Can't Stop. They got them cuffed. You know what I mean? If you see that footage, they got them outside on the line cuffed up with some other guy, a young female, like it just look all over the place. And if you pay attention, they got all the males handcuffed, but the female, they just got her like sitting on the grass. So that's for the property in LA. Miami, they just came SWAT team-ish, like they came like they was coming to get a kingpin or a killer. So the rumor is, y'all, allegedly that Diddy on the jet somewhere, on some island somewhere, allegedly in the raid, as of right now, they do not got Diddy apprehended or under their adjudication, or he not under their arrest as of now. But they saying that they came to Diddy homes for sex trafficking. Yeah, y'all, that's right, sex trafficking. They came to Diddy house for sex trafficking. And some of his sons is allegedly involved. Rodney Jones Jr., he kind of like broke the camel's straw back with this one. Like the ball was already rolling towards Diddy, so I don't want to make it seem like one event. Well, sort of in a sense I am saying that. The Rodney Jones Jr. situation, after that Cassie situation, that's what just bounced the ball up a little higher to go slam dunk Diddy. And y'all, shouts out to Diddy. And Diddy, keep your head up. I'm with you until, you know, you proven guilty. I'm not here to judge you or none of that. Or I'm not here to bring a black man down. I'm just here to bring y'all the news and educate y'all on what's going on. Live, exclusively, breaking news at the moment. This is viral. This is everywhere. You can't turn on no channels, no news broadcasting and don't see the headlines of Sean Diddy Combs' homes being raided for sex trafficking. I mean, it's everywhere. So I'm just bringing y'all the facts and what I know from my past videos that I done made months ago I mean, before the Cassie situation, there's so much to talk about where he just lost the liquor licensing. He got the allegations including him and Aaron Hall with a girl that allegedly she was 17 at the time. So that's what the newscaster meant about his allegations starting like the early 90s to now, to 2023, 2024. And that's messed up. So if we doing a psychological evaluation on the situation and on Diddy, he don't got a pattern where he stops. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, he did something, he learned his lesson, or he got caught, or he almost got caught, and he like, well, you know what? That ain't what I'm about. I ain't finna be caught up in no more situations like this. But Diddy kept it going. We know Diddy liked to party. Diddy had these wild parties, and people be talking. The truth always come to the light. Whenever something in the dark, it always come to the light. So we've been hearing the rumors for years. We just really never saw no concrete or physical evidence. So fast forward, we got tapes, we got surveillance, we got video footage of these parties that Diddy throwing in the Hamptons and these little private all-white parties or the elite parties, similar to how the other elites party when they at Stonehenge or the Epstein Island parties. You know, we've been on to the rumors for years, but we actually in a situation now where they're going to actually use that as evidence. So my theories, my conclusion is they was coming for Diddy and they coming to get more concrete evidence to keep him, because when they come for Diddy, they trying to hold him and keep him. They know he got money, they know he got power, they know he got connections. So they own Diddy. They not playing. So when they want you, they want you. And the evidence that they gonna have, they want to have something that's gonna keep Diddy. Not a situation where he could buy himself out or plea himself out. They want something to stick to him to make an example out of Diddy. To us and to the elites, if you're paying attention. So this isn't us personally trying to bring Diddy down or disrespect Diddy. This is just the truth coming to reclaim itself. And as I always say, the truth always fights for itself. A lie, you gotta lie, but the truth always gonna defend itself, plain and simply. That's what makes it such, to me, the ultimate blessing, besides other blessings that we got. The truth. It's amazing. It's actually some people die for and actually kill for. A lot of people mentally, psychologically, and emotionally and spiritually can't even always handle the truth. But to me, it's I'm gonna say it's the ultimate aphrodisiac. It's a rush. For me personally, the truth. Anybody could tell a lie. Anybody could live a lie. But the truth and living in the truth, something else. Irreplaceable. You know what I'm talking about? So, y'all don't know these definitions, you go look them up, but they words that hold weight, just like the truth do. So, this been rolling towards Diddy way. He lost his liquor brands. He had to pay Cassie off, the vultures, the witch hunt, whatever you want to call it, the lynching came. We got Rodney Jones Jr., he implicates Stevie J, Usher. He's saying that Diddy had him watching gay porn. Diddy did things and tried finesse tricks to get him to accommodate the Diddy lifestyle, allegedly. including even Young Miami. He said Young Miami cousin came in the bathroom while he was peeing and offered him fellatio. So, I mean, it is what it is. I won't put it past their lifestyle. That's basically what's this a lynching about, lifestyle. So, the rumors too always been around that Diddy parties a different type of extreme type of a way. You know, Diddy partying in the Sodom and Gomorrah type of a way, where he gets turned on by seeing eccentric, weird things that we can even liken to things that's in the ancient Bible times, where I got money and power and things that's the norm just don't do it for me. But me seeing a man, me seeing people of the same gender do weird or zesty things, played into the agenda. Cause you know, I have been hearing rumors that Diddy was hanging out with Usher at them type of parties. Yeah. So where, you know, it be by people, pretty much the LG, you know, the LG community would be. And they was cool with that, partying with them. And as I said before in my other videos, I'm not judging nobody for their preference. Everybody welcome on my channel. Like I said, I represent just the truth. So everybody welcome to that. I'm not judging you based off your behavior, your orientation outside of you supporting me in my channel and you coming to get truth. That's where we cut the line at. I'm not concerned about nobody's physical orientation, you know, with their lovers. That's not what I'm about or what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned with bringing y'all the truth, the facts, and entertaining y'all. So in that whim, everybody's welcome. Everybody's invited. So I don't got nothing against the LGBT community or different religions, entities. I'm not against none of that. That's not what my channel represent. But y'all being back into the whole Diddy situation, it resonate with what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, y'all, what I'm saying. It's crazy. Diddy that had a lot of bad karma and energy coming his way. I say from 2018 leading up to this, artists coming out the closet, artists complaining about not owning their publishing, about getting finessed and played out their publishing. Craig Mack died. Black Rob died. A lot of his artists died broke without owning their publishing, their royalties. Mace, the Locks. Some of them finally just getting a publishing from Diddy. Some of them don't. I don't think Total own theirs. I don't think, what's the group with Kalina that they had with the 3 females? I don't know if they got their royalties, 112. You know, the list could keep going on. So Diddy kind of had this type of energy coming his way leading up to this. So Rodney Jones, he also mentioned Diddy's sons involved in a couple of these alleged sexual rendezvous and parties, orgies they was having. And the sexual conduct that was going on and the behavior that he saw and the footage that he saw of Diddy and Usher allegedly, Stevie J, Cuba Gooding Jr. A lot of these names don't even surprise me because once again, they was already rumored to be hanging out with Diddy and partying in these type of weird type of scenarios. So I ask myself, why would I indulge in these type of activities or this type of behavior if this isn't who I am? Or, you know, if I'm with this, or if I get something out of partying like this, then I'm gonna definitely be with that programming. So what confuses me and us is how you kicking it in that element and that rhetoric, but then to come out and fix your mouth to say you not part of the community, or you don't get down like that. And you know, it's like, why would you entertain hanging out with them or doing these type of weird behaviors? Like Rodney Jones Jr. said, he said Diddy would have no problem being nude around him. Having sex in front of them, showing himself, exposing himself, nude and naked, without any type of conscience about it. Like, you know, this how I get down, this what I do. You know, like on some porn life. But remember, that's weird behavior for a man to be comfortable around other guys, just exposing himself or allowing that to be his nature, where he cool with doing sexual things around other individuals in the room. Now, don't get me wrong. I've heard a lot of people say that that's part of their fantasies. I'm not knocking nobody for their fantasies by any means. Who am I to knock you for your fantasy? But all in good taste, even though what I'm saying right there could be contradicted, because what is good taste if you're doing something that could be saw by somebody else as being a weird sexual orientation? So, y'all, I'm gonna play this back.
Law enforcement sources are telling ABC News an escalation that we are seeing play out live.
We're gonna look at Diddy. By the way, this is Los Angeles. And then, like I was saying before, we got the Miami footage as well too, where this is how they came. With the little satellites on top, if y'all can see that, with the people down at the bottom, little semi-truck looking tracker. They're like the ultimate SWAT team, jump out boy accessory. Like, even the little gray looking one in the back with how the side doors opening. That's serious. That's straight military swag. Y'all see how they got the little tent looking thing that open up to let the soldiers come out? Like, that's vicious. That's video game right there. How they came for Diddy. They not playing with Diddy. Like I said, y'all, this is breaking news. To all my subscribers and everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting me, much love to y'all, man. I love y'all and appreciate y'all to the fullest. Beyond words, like the reality of my situation with y'all, with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms, and y'all represent me. And y'all giving me the juice and the access and the motivation for me to keep moving and doing what I'm doing. And, you know, y'all helping me fulfill my dream and my legacy and my destiny, of course. Shouts out to the Most High and all my subscribers and followers and everybody who watching this video. To all my new subscribers, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all. Even the ones that I don't see who would not anonymously subscribe to me and patronize me and show me love and share my blessings, and they sharing their blessings with me. Much appreciated. Much love and much thanks. If anybody want to donate to my Cash App, is the money sign. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. The little S with the line through it. And Martian Man TV. And you'll see my face pop up. Y'all welcome to donate to help me get to the point to upgrade my camera, or towards me doing my acting situation, or me getting started for the movies. It's all appreciated, whether you don't donate anything or not. Just you giving me this ounce of leeway and attention is enough. And hitting that like button is also a great thing to do too, and much appreciated. But yeah, this is serious with them Swank Diddy. I mean, it's been breaking news for the last 24 hours. This really all that's been going on. We've been switching locations between Miami and Los Angeles, New York. As of yet, it's not been said if the feds have found Diddy. They still actually looking for him, because as we know of now, both of the properties that they searched, they did not confiscate Diddy. He has not been apprehended. He is still AKA on the run, or free, or loose, however you want to look at it. To this point, he's looked at as a fugitive because he's wanted. So the search warrant is for Diddy and something else that they leaving out, that the feds and the police and the government is not going to put out locally, because they don't want Diddy to get any bright ideas. They don't want nobody on his team to get any bright ideas. They don't want anybody to be too smart about what's going on, the situation, or to hide evidence, burn evidence, anything. So the FBI is real intelligent and calculative. You know what I mean? And strategic. So they move and think how, I can't speak for all of us, because all of us ain't articulate and intelligent or strategic. Some of us just emotional. Some of us just firecrackers and we just ready to pop. Some of us is calculating. We gonna get that job done. Whether we gotta be patient, you know, whether we gotta be strategic, whether we gotta counter move, we got counterattacks. So when you got the kind of mind I got, and with people that think like me and who articulate like me, we think differently, we see things differently. And if we put our energy into that energy, it's over. Pretty much. You know, them type of people. You know. So the feds is real calculative. You see, they popped up in boats and they popped up on land. Look at the timing that they came. Diddy, I give him his props. He been smart. He been selling his property since like probably 2019. Diddy been liquidating a lot of his properties. He been selling properties left and right, getting rid of stuff, flipping out, getting rid of his old properties. So that could be for anything. That could be because he knew this was coming. It could be because he was being smart with, let me get rid of as much evidence or back trailing as possible. It could be that. Because Diddy started doing this before the Cassie situation, before the allegations started really coming out with him and Aaron Hall and the young lady in the early 90s, the Cassie situation, and this Rodney Jones Jr. situation. Diddy been on top of his game, low key. Ain't really been want to put it out there like that because y'all know I'm from the hood. So I was programmed and grew up to not be a telltale, snitch. So sometimes you could say a little bit too much. So I would never really speak up on that in that sense, because if you from the streets or you using your other insight or your conscience talking to you, you already know what time it is. You already know how we think. So it's like, why would I say that on one of my videos? You know what I mean? The FBI, they don't need no help from us, from me, from the other bloggers. They don't need no help to solve these crimes. Like I said, half of these people do things to tell on themselves or incriminate themselves. And then some of these people got the wrong people in their circle where, you know, people incriminate they so-called friends and family. So it's a cold game. It's a dirty game. We all know this, whether you young generation or old head, we know life is crucial. So shouts out y'all to Diddy, the Combs family, Justin, and I forget his other son name, but shouts out to you, man. I didn't like seeing that y'all was handcuffed out there, looking innocent. Y'all look like y'all was just probably chilling in the mansion, relaxing. Probably had, you know, a couple girls through playing video games or whatever y'all was doing. And the feds just came in there and cuffed y'all and brought y'all outside for them to do their raid, do their search. But it looked crazy. It looked pretty wild. And I'm like, damn, man, that's his kids, man. That's his sons out there. Not to say it like they babies, they grown men, but just saying, like, that's not a good look to have your sons and you implicated in sex trafficking. That's not a good look. It don't sound right. The whole nine. So once again, this is a lynching of Diddy image, his likeness, his reputation. It's all shattered. It's all shattered. Like I said, I respect Diddy, me being a guy who was a kid in the 90s and was familiar with Bad Boy, and knowing that Diddy, Russell Simmons, Suge Knight, Eazy-E, Master P, what's my guy name from Suave House, y'all? The guy that started Suave House with 8Ball MJG, Jay Prince, those guys, you know, they was black owned, and those was the guys that we looked up to as far as being black bosses, black moguls. Then you hear the dirt. Then you hear the personal convictions or what they got going on behind the scenes. But success-wise, Diddy was on the ladder. We all know about Bad Boy Records. But we also know about the destruction and the demise of Bad Boy, leading up to Diddy's own personal private demons of his own downfall. Whether it be the bogus sexual lawsuits, whether it be them slowly deconstructing his empire. Y'all gotta think, Diddy come from the Clive Davis family. He locked in with Clive Davis. So we don't know how far the elite lineage, affiliation, connection with Diddy go. Know what I mean? We don't really know. What we do know is they coming for Diddy. I don't really know what he could do. I don't really know if he think he's safe by going to this island allegedly. I don't know what Diddy mindset at right now. I would think he's not in a good mindset. I would think Diddy's on eggshells right now because this is a messed up situation to be in, to have the FBI raid your homes. Diddy still got like 3 or 4 mansions, I believe, around. I believe he still got his mansion in New York. And y'all, that's the crazy part. Like the newswoman was saying, the charges with him right now is stemming from out of New York. They're not even coming out of LA and Miami. But they need evidence. So they figure he's slipping somewhere. Figure, yeah, he got some evidence in one of these mansions, one of these houses. He got something around. He forgetting about videotapes. Rodney Jones Jr. then told him about the tapes. So that's no different than the R. Kelly situation. Oh, okay. Diddy got tapes? You know this for sure? Oh, yeah, officer, I know this for sure. I've been there. I even took pictures or videotaped some things that I don't even own that they confiscated. Oh, really? So that's enough probable cause for the feds to get a warrant. You gotta look at it like from the RICO standpoint. Look at how they doing Young Thug. That's all RICO. That's all he say, she say. And they was able to get warrants to try to prove, right now, that's what they trying to do. They're trying to prove that Young Thug is the leader of the YSL, which is Young Slime Life for those that don't know. So they going off he say, she say, audio from alleged witnesses, people affiliated with Thug. So no different than what they doing with Diddy. They don't have to actually have Diddy, you know, actually doing the actual crime right here at the moment. They can have probable cause to go get these tapes. And once they get the tapes, oh Diddy, once they get those tapes or that video footage, Diddy is in a lot of trouble. Now, if these don't exist, right? If all these allegations that they got towards Diddy, or he don't actually got any footage or videotapes of these sexual acts, good for Diddy. Great for Diddy. I hope Diddy is being smart. You know, I don't like seeing Diddy in this type of situation, but a lot of people feel like it's well warranted. You know, I just don't like to jump on the bandwagon when black people being attacked. Especially, you know, like I said, I can have my reasons why I don't necessarily like Diddy or listen to his music, but from a personal level, I'm not knocking nobody until they actually proven guilty. So I'm not really just because he getting raided for sex trafficking. And I already know it's a lot of fire here, y'all. I've been covering it, the smoke. So I already know it's a lot of fire in this situation, but just saying, wow, like I need to really see something now more solid besides Rodney Jones Jr. and Cassie court documents, which was a lot of proof for me. And with the Cassie thing, he settled with her so fast. It's like, wow, Diddy, you should have fought that. But he settled with Cassie right away. Rodney Jones Jr. alleging a lot in his statements and the paperwork I seen with his testimony in his interview. Whoa, Rodney Jones saying a lot. He expressing a lot in the videos. He telling a lot too. So it's crazy. Us trying to, piece together the truth. Besides rumors or allegations, it's like, what's the truth? We've been hearing that Diddy was weird, or he liked to do weird and strange things. His behavior and sexual, right? But he ain't had no tapes ever surface. We didn't have R. Kelly tapes. We didn't have other people tape surface, but we never had a Diddy tape surface, a DVD surface. Trust me, y'all, I would have had it. I would have known about it. I would be able right now to give y'all insight details about that. I've seen the R. Kelly tape. I've seen the Ray J and Kim Kardashian tape. I've seen them, so that type of stuff I can give a lot of insight about. The same with anybody else who actually was around or got access to see it now. That's what we got. YouTube, you got other sites too that show vintage things or show things that people think that we forgot about that's still out here. You know what I mean? Going back to what I said earlier, whatever's done in the dark can always come to the light. But at the end of the day, you feel me? So, I'm going to update y'all on what's to come next with the Diddy outcome. Y'all, this is just crazy to me. This then took over everything. If y'all think Cat Williams' interview rocked the Club Shay Shay, the Diddy homes getting raided, this is real crazy. I'ma liken it to when they came for Michael Jackson, when they was looking for O.J. Simpson. I'ma liken it to that. Like, it's that serious. Like, this snowball, it real big now. To the point they showing us live footage at Diddy homes with the feds there on Diddy Hills. They arresting people, they interviewing people. His kids is involved, so it's crazy. All right, y'all. Shouts out to everybody. I will be back with another video to let y'all know the outcome and the aftermath of the Diddy situation, and if Diddy really on a private jet or what.
Live right now in Los Angeles. I want to bring in our ABC News contributor and trial.
All right.